Here we are back in the end of stage 5, choosing the other path.
Look at this room we're going through. Hallway.
Now let's go chase the other one down. But which door did the other one enter? There are so many, I can't tell. Yukari, look, that door over there. Oh no, I didn't finish sealing them in time! Is the culprit in there? My intuition says so. Let's go. My master will be mad at me. So anyway, to explain the whole thing, basically kind of a big deal. Alright, so, the first time you play the game, you will be sent to the fake stage, final stage, where we fought 18 from before.
Yeah.
The second time, presuming that you didn't continue at all, because if you ever continue in the mid part of the game, it will always send you to the fake final stage. But if you don't continue the second time onward, it will automatically send you to the true final stage. And from that playthrough onward, assuming you don't continue, you will be given a choice. In this case, follow my eyes or trust my instinct. Although I think that I think the text is different depending on what character you're playing as. Jeez, I told her not to let you come this way. Reimu, do you understand what she just said? Yeah, we're heading the right way, aren't we?
So was Yukari not able to understand?
What'd you say?
Was Yukari not able to understand?
Understand what?
What she says.
She just said, Reimu, did you understand what she just said?
Yeah, as in, do you know what this means?
Oh. I heard, what I took from that was that she didn't speak the language. I was like, hang on.
When you don't speak the moon language.
Feels bad. When you don't speak the moon language, but you're trying to save the moon. Arigato.
Wait. That's an Earth language.
Full moon after so long.
Says you.
Yes, this is the true full moon as seen from the Earth. More importantly, a human and a yokai. Some very strange guests have come today. You, what exactly are you? I'm Kaguya. You should have offered your names first though, but I'll let it pass. It's childish to pass off something like that as an act of kindness. Who said I was doing that? Recently, 18 hasn't let me out of the mansion at all. So the odd guests like you are most welcome. Shot guests? Don't talk y'all like you're obsessed with Danmaku shooters. The human body houses a fragile soul. What those humans live on is this huge orb below, and what the superior people live on is that lunatic orb behind me. Well, it looks like what we'll be dodging are some beautiful bullets as well. Don't steal people's lines. My kindness has limits. Look, we get where this speech is going without you saying it, so it's fine. We're shot guests, right? You two are just so impatient.
Let's battle already.
Without hurrying, I'll show you. The miasma, the true moon, and my beautiful, impossible requests as well. You barely got too much free time. Were you just waiting for someone to play with? Hey, don't be such a wet blanket. I've been hiding up here up until now, so I didn't have much chance to go out and play. But I'll make up for that today. Well, it's fine, I guess. It looks like the full moon's already restored and all. All we have to do is punish the culprit and set things right for good. I'm afraid I can't let you see the true full moon from anywhere but here. What? It's not something that warrants saying. We'll punish you anyway. Well then, are you ready? Not at all! My 5 requests that so many humans in the past have failed to complete. How many of them can you fulfill? 18, sorry.
I always find the transitions between songs to be a little bit abrupt.
Yeah. 18, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop referencing that song now. It's
If you reference it one more time, I'll arrest you.
Oh.
It's a it's a song that's it's a vocal song actually by the by Cool and Create, who did that one remix of UNO one that everyone knows. And it's based
Kevin,
on,
are you ready?
Yeah, a remix of this song.
Because Sondheim.
Also, fucking love this song about as much as 18's theme, honestly. But yeah, anyway, this is the same Kaguya from The Tale of Princess Kaguya, the old 10th century Japanese folktale. Basically, there's a few twists. Basically, the reason why Kaguya was sent to Earth in that story was because she drank an elixir that made her immortal, and that was a crime, so she was sent to Earth in exile. Her exile had concluded at the end of the story, which is why they wanted her to come back to the moon. However, unlike the actual story, Kaguya actually runs off when she finds out one of the emissaries is 18, who's the one who created the Hodai elixir, the thing that made her immortal. So they ran off and began a brand new exile, and eventually hid in what would later become Gensokyo. Later on, though, in the 1960s, a moon rabbit, Raisin, showed up and basically said that a war was going on the moon. By that, what she meant is that the moon was being invaded by Neil Armstrong and the Americans, and that they were claiming it as their own. To be fair, that is definitely something Americans would do, so...
Also, they literally stuck a flag on it.
Yeah!
Whenever
and that seems to be...
Oh, good.
That is indicative of claiming something.
Yeah,
normally.
no, that's the whole point.
I like how the events of this game were caused by a real person.
Whenever people say Neil Armstrong, I instead think of the bicyclist Lance Armstrong, and I imagine him bicycling all over the moon.
You see, okay, you say that, but I think of Louis Armstrong.
Too many strengthy arms.
Yeah, we need to stop working out.
Oh, hold on,
Bicep curls?
Carrie.
Not allowed.
I'll do you one better. Major Alex Louise Armstrong.
Yes.
So anyway,
what about
basically, Raisin wanted to escape the war, so she lived with them in Gensokyo. But then, a new war started on the moon, like, around this time, and the moon rabbits wanted Raisin to come back, but Raisin didn't want to come back, so they sealed off the Chamber of Earth to hide from the Lunarians, and that is why they created the fake moon.
Okay.
A lot of this isn't explained in the game, so I was
gonna say, that was quite a bit of information to extrapolate from that conversation.
To be honest, most of it came from Touhou 8's wiki article.
I'm surprised though about
I'm assuming it actually came from
these
some
games
supplementary. I'm assuming it actually came from some supplementary material.
You know, given the size of the fandom, I'm not surprised how deep the lore goes. In fact,
actually,
I would be surprised if it didn't go this deep.
I didn't read.
Okay, well, see, here's the fun thing. A lot of the characters' characterization has been, like, decided by the fandom. Like, going into the further detail, but sometimes Zune contradicts it just to be a dick.
As any
also, he has
creator.
gone on record to say that he doesn't pay close attention to the fan works because he doesn't want to, like, be inspired by them and then copy them and then get in some trouble because of that. Which makes sense. In fact, actually, some people aren't legally allowed to, like, with official works, like, because, you know, Touhou at the end of the day is, like, is indie. But, like, with official works, a lot of, people actually aren't allowed to, like, read fan fiction of their own works. Like, it's illegal.
You're not allowed to read?
Well, it's not illegal, but it's like, you're not, like, allowed to, like, your contract prevents you from doing it.
Oh, to read?
Yeah, to read, like, fan works, because, like, say, the official thing did something similar, and, the fan creator knows that, somebody responsible for the fan work, read it, or someone responsible...
Yeah, they could get in trouble and like...
it could cause legal trouble. But, anyway, yeah, actually, what's fun about that is that, From Touhou 7's story, where they wanted to make the tree bloom, and as a result they started stealing the spring from Gensokyo. Turns out, had Yuyuko made the Saigo Ayakashi bloom, nothing would have happened because the soul that would have been revived would have been her own. And she didn't realize this, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, did 2 hours literally just pass?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Happens whenever you die on one of her last builds, which I die on all of them, but I still don't get the bad ending, so it's okay.
The bad ending!
Bad ending.
It's been a while.
You know, I don't even remember what game that gag was about.
I
don't remember
explain it.
either. What, Evan?
I can explain it. If you remember, the first quarter of our Sonic 3 commentary had to be redone because Skype Recorder didn't save the files.
Yeah. Classic Skype Recorder.
I fucking hate that application, and I'm glad I use OBS now.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard about OBS until me.
I'm not as well versed in that stuff as you. The
Okay.
true full moon will return against Sokyo. The previous moon was just a papier-mâché toy, but in contrast, today's moon was brightly shining. The moon's true power is that it boosts the purification rate of the sunlight to dispel the illusions of Gensokyo. It's so like Gensokyo for this to happen on the night of a full moon. Today the moon is also clearly visible. Hey, I said that suddenly a lot of people gather again. It's just the usual. Come on, things are necessary once in a while. You keep saying it's the usual thing once in a while. You could get a different excuse, you know. Oh well, it's okay. Is something else? Oh, are you saying that Reimu's sake isn't good enough to drink? Jeez, it's the shrine's sake. Just drink it. Shut up. Won't you calm down a little and have some more sake? I'm awake all this time now. The noisy night, as well as the... okay. It's been a while since the last full moon. I'll impartially support this degree of fun.
Drink your moon juice.
Drink.
That aside, it makes you feel better.
Dad, can I have ice cream? Not until you drink your moon juice.
Not until you get drunk.
No.
It's very rare for yokai like Ron to act like humans. Must be because of the influences of the moon. It would be great if there were some good regulations for the drunkards. I don't know if being full of human traits is good or bad. Oh my, the ghost burning with humanity is calling. No, not really. There's no human warmth in me. You shouldn't take the moon's wrath for granted, you know. Nor Shen's. I'm carried away by the sake. Looking at the round moon makes my eyes spin. Well, if your eyes are also spinning, I guess the moon suits you. The wrath of the moon? You make it sound like the moon is poisonous. Oh hey, it's the baddies. Oh my, since when do I resemble a human? That was rude of me. With this, the princess is finally playing outside again. You might say that this has become something good. You say this, but Aideen, weren't you the one who imprisoned her? Jeez. She was imprisoned from the beginning anyway. Please calm down. For example, even if a messenger from the moon came, she wouldn't know about Gensokyo. Yes, there's a big barrier, so there's no way she could enter. I'm glad I'm in Gensokyo. It's really peaceful. Basically, nothing would have fucking happened and it would have been a waste of time. The whole thing was a waste of time. I'm grateful as well. This time I'm putting a hideout above ground, but this entire planet originally used as a hideout, or a prison. That's somehow stupid. Without this, we could play a little more. Hey, I wonder, what about the circumstances that made you hide until now? Oh, they're still valid. The princess has been hiding for about 1,000 years. What are you trying to say? I'm an eternal being. The past days are infinite. That's why we don't have a meaning if we don't have fun now. Or that's why it won't have a meaning. 1,000 years or 10,000 years, there's nothing in them matching this moment. Even if it's 1 second ago, the past doesn't matter. Hey, that's my meat dumpling. I'm an eternal being. If the princess would consider such an act, I will do it as well. Hey, that was mine! Surely these people can't be from the moon. It's a night where the moon's power gets stronger. As soon as the yokai's true power returned, Gensokyo's strength came back. This is the equilibrium of Gensokyo's power. Humans are always humans are always food for yokai, and humans exterminate yokai so they won't be eaten. The moon's power is ever in disorder. The balance will shatter. Reimu felt that this incident was a threat in that way. The heavens began to regain their balance by designating the people who came from the outside to Earth as half-humans. Good ending!
Good ending! Haha!
Good ending number 1.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
That's the number 1 ending.
It's number 1 specifically because you're playing as Reimu.
Mm-hmm. Is that good ending number 2 for Marissa?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was a game that we played.
Yeah. If I had to rate...
It's not time for final thoughts yet.
I wasn't doing final thoughts. If I had to rate this on a scale from 0, it's not a game, to 10, it is a game. 10 out of 10, it's a game.
Wow, it's a game. Oh my gosh. It passed the test.
If I were to rate this game on a scale from 1 to 10, I would.
I would.
Same.
Oh, I love that one. If I were to rate this on a scale from 1 to 10, I will in the next part.
So anyway, but yeah, the whole good ending joke, basically is one that's lost to the tides of time because it's not actually archived anywhere.
Oh.
I wasn't there for that, was I?
Yes, you were.
I was
Except for
because
I
it was
ended up... Yeah,
archived.
no, Kara, you were definitely there.
Carrie, okay,
Well,
Carrie.
I remember you guys doing it. I just didn't know if it was a continuation
But the thing
from
is,
a
what
previous
Evan doesn't
joke.
know... Oh, it says you!
What?
What Evan doesn't know is that, I have all the Smash Team Games videos saved on an archive in Indonesia.
Wait, did you delete some of them that
How
What we
did
did?
you get the files for a commentary that didn't save?
Oh, because it
Oh,
didn't
shit.
save.
Yes.
We've done so many, dude.
And that was our
Honestly, I
second
can blend
attempt at
them
recording
together
Sonic
after a
3 as
while.
well. The first one was before Carrie joined Smash Team Games, and
Yeah.
the commentary was the files were corrupt in that case.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next time on Smash Team Games, we're going to be playing the extra stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope y'all enjoy the stage that is extra.
You get to hear a rating out of 10.
Yeah, would have thought that.
Who
that
knows?
would have
Maybe this
happened.
time we'll do it out of 11.
Holy shit, Carrie, that's very
Whoa.
dangerous thinking, and I won't allow you to do that.
Living on the
Carrie,
edge,
we have
guys.
to sorry, I'm arresting you, Carrie. This is the number police. That's too big of a number.
The number police.
Yeah. Most people can't count that high, but I can.
That's dangerous.
Carrie, it's oppressing the people who can't count that high.